Okay, what do I have here? Well, I have a machine in a very unusual case first. I mean, it's not the most elaborately made case. In fact, it's kind of one of the cheapest cases I've seen. And for those of you who are big fans of this brand, I'm sorry to say, but yeah, it looks a little cheap. It's a Klingsor. And these were made and sold, these are sold mainly in Europe, in England, I believe. And they're kind of interesting machines. They look a little bit like they were cheaply made, so I don't know much about how much they cost at the time. They were from around the 1910s, but their claim to fame is this. See this little harp here? This one's out of tune, but when it was tuned, the idea was when sound was produced from the record through the arm and out through the speaker, the vibrations and notes of the tones coming out off the record would cause the harp to vibrate in sympathy, and that would make it sound fuller. I don't know if that would have worked. I mean, it sounds like a bit like a gimmick to me, but we can't really test it because this is kind of out of tune and not working so well. But I read online that they didn't really, it was kind of like a gimmick, yeah. But from something from the 1910s, I would have expected at the height of the popularity of phonographs at that time, that this would have been in a nicer case, but this was probably a little on the cheaper side. These were probably made all the way into the 1920s, so they must have been popular enough. And I've seen quite a few models, and the other model or two I've seen were actually quite a bit nicer than this one. So this may be a bit of an exception. So I'm going to bring you in to take a look at it. We may even try and play it, but you're not going to get the effect of when it was new, but we might hear something. So let's see. You can see what I mean about the cabinet. First, the color. It's stained so dark, which makes me wonder if the wood they used was kind of cheap. And then I look at the molding on the bottom, and I mean, wow. It's just pieces. Now it's probably cracked pieces, and this is, you know, it's been dried out and aged over years, so I can't blame them for that. But it does have a certain cheapness to it. Then let's open the lid. I know you got to push this down or it slams shut. There's the machine. Do I have an original felt on it? No. So let's cover that up. That looks terrible. There's the label, the ID plate. And it's got this weird automatic stop. Here's the speed control. And then this doesn't look right to me. Someone's changed that. So it's missing a piece on this one. But I said something about the automatic stop. Let me get to that. So to start it, you flip that. And then as it's playing the record, it goes across here and shuts off. Unfortunately, it doesn't always get to the end of the record. So there must be some sort of adjustment on that, and I haven't quite figured that out. There, okay. Stay. Oh, sorry, gotta do that. All right, well, let's look at the best part last. Look at that. Wow. Nice idea. Well, let's give it a try. Okay, for our musical selection today, what do we got here? Big Rock Candy Mountain. Oh well, let's try that out. So let's flip this on.
One evening as the sun went down and the jungle fire was burning, down the track came a hobo hiking, and he said, boys, I'm not turning, I'm headed for a land that's far away, beside the crystal fountain, so come with me, we'll go and see the big rock candy mountain. In the big rock candy mountain, there's a land that's fair and bright, where the handouts grow on bushes, and you sleep out every night.
I can't even feel any vibrations on them.
And the sun shines every day on the birds and the bees and the cigarette trees.
Okay, what did you think? I couldn't feel any vibrations on these, and I know for a fact that if there was enough volume, these would resonate. But I don't, and that was probably maybe not the best record to demonstrate it with. But it seems like a bit of a gimmick. And my assistant here, Alex, just said, "Why are you shaming this machine so much? It's not that bad." I'm like, I guess it's an okay machine in some ways, and I've seen, like I said, others that were good, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm convinced this is a great machine. Anyway, thanks.